Number sign housing crisis in Canada. Why are prices so high? Keywords: Canada housing market, Canadian real estate, house prices in Canada, cost of living in Canada, why are house prices high, housing affordability crisis, rent prices in Canada, buying a house in Canada, real estate bubble, Canada mortgage rates. Barouters. Introduction. Why is Canada facing a housing crisis? Canada is experiencing one of the worst housing affordability crises in history. Whether you're trying to buy a home in Toronto, Vancouver, or even smaller cities, real estate prices are at record highs, and rent is becoming unaffordable for many. Key stats on Canada's housing crisis, 2024. The average home price in Canada, $700,000 plus. Rent for a one-bedroom in Toronto, Vancouver, $2,500 plus per month. Mortgage interest rates, 5% plus, making borrowing expensive. So, why are house prices so high in Canada? Let's break down the key reasons. Adrien C. 1. High demand and low housing supply. Canada's population boom. Canada welcomed over 1 million immigrants in 2023. Increasing housing demand. The government plans to bring 500,000 plus immigrants per year, further fueling demand. More people, more demand for homes, higher prices. Not enough homes being built. Canada needs 5.8 million new homes by 2030 to restore affordability, but construction isn't keeping up. Land shortages, zoning laws, and high construction costs slow down development. The result? More people competing for fewer homes, causing skyrocketing prices. Darfuzers. 2. Foreign investment and speculation. Real estate as an investment, not a home. Investors and foreign buyers treat Canadian real estate as a point-de-temps safe asset, driving up prices. Despite the foreign buyer ban, many still find loopholes to invest. House flipping and speculation keep prices artificially high. Retransfo, corporate landlords and short-term rentals, Airbnb effect. Big investors buy multiple properties, reducing available homes for families. Airbnb and short-term rentals remove rental homes from the market, pushing up rent. 3. Rising construction costs and interest rates. Expensive building materials and labor. Lumber, cement, and steel prices have increased. Labor shortages in construction delay projects and increase costs. High mortgage interest rates. The Montreal Bank of Canada raised interest rates to combat inflation, making mortgages expensive. Higher rates mean higher monthly payments, making home ownership unaffordable. Example: a $600,000 mortgage at 2% interest equals $2,500 per month, versus at 5% interest equals $3,500 plus per month. Dar 4. Government policies and housing regulations. Strict zoning laws and red tape. Many cities restrict high-density housing, limiting apartments and condos. Developers face years of delays due to bureaucracy, increasing costs. Rent control and tenant protections. Rent control helps tenants but discourages landlords from investing in rentals. Some landlords convert long-term rentals into Airbnbs to avoid rent caps. Some provinces, like Ontario and BC, are working on policy changes, but housing remains expensive. Delonis 5. Urban versus rural divide. Prices soar in big cities. Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal see the highest prices due to jobs and immigration. Smaller cities like Calgary, Halifax, and Winnipeg are still more affordable. But even small towns are seeing price hikes as remote work increases demand. Example: in 2020, the average home price in Halifax was $350,000. Now it's $550,000 plus. Due to demand, how can Canada solve the housing crisis? 1. Build more affordable housing fast-track permits for new homes. Encourage high-density housing, more apartments and condos. 2. Control speculation and foreign investment money. Stricter enforcement of foreign buyer bans. Higher taxes on vacant homes and multiple property owners. 3. Lower mortgage rates and improve affordability. Down government incentives for first-time homebuyers. Adjust interest rates as inflation stabilizes. Improve rent protections and regulations. Balance tenant rights and landlord incentives. Regulate short-term rentals, Airbnb. Final thoughts. Is there a solution to Canada's housing crisis? Canada's housing market remains one of the most expensive in the world, but there's hope. With better government policies, increased housing supply, and controlled speculation, home ownership could become affordable again. Leave a comment below.